Hello, this is Iino. Today, I'll be bringing you the logistics news for early September 2024. We'll cover topics such as the increase in North American imports, the closure of Bangladesh's ports, and the market trends on the South American shipping routes. Let's get started. LA and LB ports facing import volumes comparable to the COVID-19 pandemic. The ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach are seeing a surge in imports comparable to the levels during the COVID-19 pandemic. These two West Coast ports handle about 30% of all container imports in the U.S., and July saw the third highest import volume on record. This surge is driven by U.S. tariffs on Chinese products and the strikes in Canada and along the east coast of North America. In particular, concerns are rising about strikes due to the East Coast labor contract expiring on September 30th, causing shippers to move cargo to the West Coast. As a result, the West Coast ports are seeing more cargo than usual. According to data from Sea Intelligence, if a strike lasts one day on the East Coast, it would take about 5 days for the ports to recover. If the strike lasts for 2 weeks, starting on October 1st, it could take the rest of the year to clear the backlog. Additionally, if Trump wins the U.S. presidential election this November, it's expected that trade tensions with China will worsen. This has prompted many shippers to import goods before any potential disruptions occur. Chittagong port in Bangladesh closed due to student protests and regime change. Currently, Bangladesh is experiencing intensified student protests, which have led to a change in government. As a result, the country's main port, Chittagong, has been shut down. The closure of this key port has halted the supply chain, severely affecting trade. Since Bangladesh's apparel industry is a major export sector, the delay in exports is expected to cause significant economic losses. The new prime ministerial candidate is Nobel Peace Prize winner Muhammad Yunus, and hopes are high for his leadership. Although the regime change brings expectations for a return to normalcy in Bangladesh's supply chain, the situation remains unstable for now. With a young population, the power of students will have a significant influence on the country's future. Container ships on South American routes are getting larger. A market to watch. The size of container ships on South American routes is rapidly increasing. Over the past 12 months, container ship sizes have grown by about 4.7%, the largest increase among major shipping routes. This trend is particularly notable on routes passing through Brazil and Peru. Shipping companies such as Korea's HMM, Japan's One, and Taiwan's Evergreen are leading this trend. Furthermore, China's shipping company COSCO is investing in a new large port in Peru, set to begin operations on September 5th. This will enable more large ships to call at ports in South America. While India is emerging as a new production hub, the South American market, covering a vast region including Brazil, Peru, and Chile, is seen as having great potential. There is growing anticipation for the development of the South American market. Ocean freight rates from Asia to North America are rising. Container freight rates from Asia to North America are rising again. Since mid-August, demand for containers has remained strong, partly due to the peak shipping season. The uncertainty surrounding labor negotiations on the east coast of North America and the strikes on Canadian railroads have led to increased early shipments. In particular, 2 major Canadian railway companies have initiated lockouts, and although the government has intervened, negotiations remain difficult. As about 1/3 of Canada's rail freight goes to the U.S., there are concerns about the impact on the American supply chain. As of August 22, freight rates from Shanghai to Los Angeles have increased by 2% from the previous week to $6,401 per 40-foot container, while rates from Shanghai to New York have risen by 1% to $8,811, remaining high. Experts expect freight rates across the Pacific to continue rising in the coming weeks. As we've mentioned in previous reports, the U.S. presidential election is expected to have a significant impact on the container market, and the trend in rates to North America will need close monitoring. What did you think of this logistics news update? With rising freight rates and increasing cargo volumes, the shipping market is currently experiencing instability. Political factors may further contribute to this turmoil in the future. That's all for today. Thank you very much.
In this channel, I explain about international logistics knowledge for your better understanding. I hope this video will be a good support for your logistics job. If you have any shipment from Thailand or to Thailand, please feel free to contact me, Iino-san, anytime. Also, I'm very motivated to keep updating these videos. If you subscribe, press good or comment anything. Well, thank you. See you next time.